Well, hello again. Another little short video. This is on answering some of the questions I've been asked, not only recently but over the years as well. Some of them pop up all the time. The one I had a couple of days ago is, how do I clean my track? Now, everybody's got their own ways of doing it. I have mine. Now, everybody knows we have this, which is the track rubber. Now notice mine's on a piece of a stick. What that is, so that I can do that and clean my track like that. I can reach there and reach round to there, but I can't reach over there. So I have other gadgets to do that with, other than mine's on wheels, so I can actually move my track this way, go around the back and clean if I wanted to. But it's a bit of a process, so I don't do that. So what we have normally, we've got this stuff. There's Dapple do it as well. This is Track Magic. I love Track Magic. One thing is you can clean your wheels, you can clean all your contacts on your wheels, everything else. It is brilliant. Now, what you can use that for is one of these, which is a Dapple track cleaner. It has two parts to it, or three in a way. One is that it's got a pad there, which there's a tank inside here. And what you do is you actually take that out, pour some Track Magic into it, and it seeps through onto that, and it rubs around your track and cleans your track for you. But also this one, of course, has also got a vacuum cleaner on it, so it'll suck up anything that's in the middle of the track, like hairs or bits of dust or bits of ballast that are in the way, and it keeps it clean. And all you've got to do with it then, once you've done the vacuum, is take the top off. It all sits in there, you just tip it away, and it's all back to good again. That's another one you can use it for. But also this has got a decoder in it, so I can actually operate it through my Railmaster. One of the most things I use are these, not that, but these, which are dust monkeys. They just sit on the wagons like that, just clip onto the wheels like that, and all you do is you run them on your fleet of wagons. So mine over there, that's got some in, there's some over there, there's some over there, and what happens is once this gets dirty, all you do is unclip it like that. I'll put a bit of Track Magic on it, rub it, go downstairs, spot of fairy liquid on it, rub it again, under the tap, wash it all off, and then let it dry, and then just stick it back on the wagon again. And that is as easy as that. They're quite cheap as well. You get 4. I've only ever bought 4, and that's all I've actually got. Now, Steve at the Hobby Goblin has just reopened again, and I was in there like a shot. I wanted to see what I could buy. I was in a buying mood, and one of the things I bought was this, which is a rail freight. This is a track cleaner. This basically is a track rubber stuck on the bottom, which is sprung. So I can actually operate up there. So if it does get really bad, I can run it up and down there. That'll clean the track up anyway. But one thing with this is it's heavy. You need a big diesel to actually pull it. This really does drag on the track, so you need something with a bit of guts to pull it around the track. But the most popular one that I use is this. Not the box, that is separate, you get the chassis, but what it is these bob weights like this with pads on. Now what you do with that is you get them in a block, so you just cut the block off, strip off, cut it in half, and then just peel the little backing off, and it's like double-sided tape, and just stick them on. Now this particular this wagon has been round the track twice, and that is what it's done in 2 runs around the track. This is a brilliant thing. You don't actually put any solution on these, you just put the pads on, which is normally like that, and that's what it does. You just peel them off, put some new ones on. The only thing with it, it's got very small wheels, so you have to be careful of what kind of wagon you put it on. You notice this, it's tipped up a little bit, which because so I can actually get them to fit on there. But that is brilliant. It's 10 Commandments up in Fife in Scotland. That is well worth the money. They say you can, I haven't got one on, you can put it on the back. You can run that round with the rest of your track. It didn't drag so much as that other one. This is, look. So also, as you can actually run it inside the engine sheds and stuff like that, it'll clean the track. And that is what I use. So also, while I was in Steve's, I bought this, a Class 57. This is second hand. Now the thing is with this is actually all this, because it's a Bachmann, all this body inside here is all metal as such. Now what it is you can't get a speaker in the top where we normally fit speakers. It hasn't got the space. Now what the decoder that is in this now was originally in another little train which has got the space, and what it was is this was what was in it, which is a bass reflex speaker. Now what I found out with Steve's got some in now. It's got all different varieties of, but this is Al Sounds. This is an 8 ohm. Now 8 ohm, you have to need 8 ohm if you're using TTS decoders. Now what that is in actual fact is, if I actually show you this, that's what it looks like in real life. That is it. And also that is how big it is. Now that actually fits in the battery box underneath there, no problem at all. And the sound of it is brilliant. Now what it is it's basically it's a TTS decoder. Now, as you know, most of them come with these things, which I ate. Now this particular train here, my Princess, that you take the top off, there's a lead weight in the bottom, you take that off, and then this fits that way down. Now what happens is this doesn't fit exactly, it's just a slight bit off there like that, but the bottom of the loco has got no grills, so it's hitting plastic, so you've got a bit of a problem. But on these TTSs you can increase the volumes, it's 160 to 175 CBs, and what it is, you can increase the volumes up. So this has been increased in this one. Now this one here has got the same unit as the other one. So if I actually just come out of there now and go back to my Railmaster system. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start up that one. Now this hasn't got the little speaker, which is always tin. That has got a bass reflex. Basically one of these. I don't know which one it is, it might be that one. Might be that one. That's what that sounds like. Now if I turn that one off, and I now go to this one here, and start this one up, this is the difference. That's 10 times better than the other one. That is really good. So I'll just turn that off again now. And find it. There we go. Some of the ones I've got, this is like the Carnforth there, and also the 29 and the either way, they're already built in. Thing is, I can't afford £120 for a decoder. I want the TTS. Now the trouble with Hornby is they only make certain ones. All their locos they've got. Why don't they make TTS sounds for all the rest of the locos they've got, or the range of those locos they've got? They make a fortune, but that's the way they want to work. That's their problem. But say with this one, is what I should do now is I'll be in Steve's shop again and buy some more of these. So say he's got the double ones, he's got him 4 ohm as well, but he's got all different sizes in there, but this one is great. So what I also is I can actually fit that in there, and it'd be a lot better than it would be down at the bottom. And also I've got this one here, which is my City of Edinburgh. I will do the same as that, so I should be getting a couple of those in for that one. Those are brilliant, those are. Now, one thing, as I always have, is I have to say I've been doing some tracks just recently. So what I actually do is just show you a couple of them that I've just done. When I get it up here. Come on. Right, let's go in here. This is a friend of mine in Sri Lanka. This is one I did for him. Now what I'll actually do first, I'll actually just move this around a little bit, because I've got it in 2 lanes. I can put it in 1. Also I can put them in shunters, expresses, or what I want in there. So I'll just make this a 1 and done. That's it. It makes it a bit better for me. Now this is one I did recently. Now if I actually put this in 50 mode, because it's the only way you can see this thing, this is it. I just come up here a bit. Yeah. So that is one I did recently. Checked all the points, made sure it's all working. Now this part here, as I'll show you in a minute, the test bed, you can only do it a certain way, and you can only do it in Pro. You can't do it in the standard. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. So that is that one I've just done, or recently done. This one I did in the last week. What they do is you have to send me the track plan, whichever your track plan's name, .pin, and I will then alter all this lot, send it to you back, and then you just put it straight into Railmaster, and it works perfectly. Now this one here, this is another one I've just done. This one's quite a big layout as well. When it comes up, I'll just put this in 50 mode again, because I can't do it any other way. This is, as you see, it's quite a layout like that. Now also what I've done for him is I've put all the signals in for him, all the points, so that when you click the points, all these signals work in correctly for them, same as it does on mine. But also I've put all the train announcements in for him. So if I click this one here.
The next train is a through service. Please stand back from the platform edge.
That's 1. Now this one here, there's 2 in there. So I click this one, the 0.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 is the Bristolian service. Would Mr. Porter please go to the station master's office?
That one. If I click this one here.
The train now standing at platform 1 is the Bristolian service. Please keep your belongings with you at all times.
Actually, in fact, I don't think he came out of the shed till about midnight when I put all them and he was playing with it. But that's the type of things I can do for you. Now, one of the things I can actually show you, which is a problem you'll get, is people don't realise what is happening. I had this the other day with somebody, but if I just go down here and go down to the test plan, which is this one here, right. What you've got here now is, when it comes up, right. So what we've got here now is, this is a crossover, which is in all crossovers. That point there, number 1, and that has to be number 1. They have to be coded the same, because what happens is when you switch that to there, that has to go with it. Otherwise, if it's going straight, the train comes. If you forget to click that one, the train will come here and go through there and then derail. So they have to be operating exactly the same, like this. See, like that, and then back again like that. So that's that one. Now this one here, this is where the problem comes. If you click, if that is number 2 and that is number 2, they work opposite, because what you've got there is the red is always left, the green is always right. So if you click the red one there, that one will go up there. So if I actually click this one here, like this, that one is up there and that one is down. And if I click this, it goes the same way. So all you've got to do with that is you go into your programs, and say you can only do this with the Pro. Otherwise you've got to keep the actual point motors the same or separate, let's put it that way. I'll go down here and go to track plan. There it is, that test plan there. So what we've got here is that is number 4 and that is number 3. If you put them both the same, they will do the opposite. So what you've got to do with these is, what you've got to do with this is click on there, and you get this with the Pro. But also you can test your, without going out of your program, you can actually test your point motors to see that they're working properly. So this is number 4, right? So what we do is in here, there's a little line down here. So what it is when I press the green one, which is that one, this go here, and we go to here, and we go to, that's that 3, that will be red. You click that and click it again, and it does it. And when I go to red, 0.3, like that, we'll go to green. Once you've done that one, like that, you've now got to do the same on this one here. So what you've got here again is when I press the green one, like that, 0.4, which is what we're looking for, 0.4, will be red, like that. It's clicking that one. And when I do this one, which is red, 0.4 will be green, like that. Do that. You do that, do this, come out of it again. And what you do is come out of this one now. Right, go away. So, right, so what you've got now is when you click this one, and that should work the same. So that's how they work. It's point is, it doesn't say what happens. They both work the same. Then that's how they actually operate. It's a lot easier to work, but I can do these in seconds. I did a chap that last night. I forget what it was he'd got. Oh, he had a problem with a decoder, and found it was actually faulty. But what it is I actually set a decoder up and everything else in about 5 minutes flat. That's how long sometimes it takes. These track plans, because I've got it on my system, it brings it into my system. What happens is that I then work on it downstairs in my one downstairs, because what happens is these point motors here are what I've got on my track here, and it starts switching them when I don't want them. So I just go to here and put this back into 75 mode, which is this one here, and just come up then. You can see with all these ones around here, all these numbers and little things refer to that. So I can press one of the tracks, and the turntable will go to that track. I can press the little turntable light for that one, and it'll bring it right back up to the main line. And that's how easy they are. And so all these train announcements I've got in here, these little trains are all my little programs. These things here turn lights on the wagons and stuff like that. I've got some other stuff over here that works as well. But also is it's about 5 years ago since I did it. Now I've shown you how to do programs. One of the things is scheduling. Basically it is automating your system. And what you do is go to this little box down the bottom here, there, click that. And what it does then is actually brings you this. And you put a start time. I've got this at 11 o'clock. You can put it what time, it doesn't make much difference, but it's off at 11 o'clock. You click in here, and what you get then is all your programs. So you find out which program you want, and it ticks it like that. Now, if you click this, what will actually happen then, when this clock, it's 11 o'clock, that program will start. Now be wary of that, because if you, me upstairs, if I go downstairs to make a couple of something, at 11 o'clock this lot kicks off. So I could have trains flying around here and hitting other trains on the track. So all you've got to do with that is to take the little tick out, and it works. So you can actually put it back in. So if you want another one, because you're in this mode here, what you can actually do is you can time what the first one is, you add the next one, so you can actually just sit here and watch all the trains running all automatically. But although a lot of you don't know that, we want to drive the trains. But that is the thing, is sometimes you might just sit here and just watch all the trains going around in the different programs. So what we've done that, and we do this. Now that is ready. Now how you can fiddle this is down here. So if I click on this first one here, like that, and I put in 10:59:55. Now what will actually happen now is at 11 o'clock, which hasn't done it. Let's try it again. See if it works this time. Oh, it hasn't done it. But what actually has is 11 o'clock, that will all kick off and that loco will run around the track. But say, I'll just show you this. What's it one going round? This is my Freightliner. This is my latest one. But if you want me to do another video on doing scheduling for you, I will do it with no problems at all. So you always get me on 01782 302194. My email address is there as well. Please subscribe. You can get me day and night. I'm always here. Anything to do with Railmaster or setting locos up or anything else, I will do that for you with no problems at all. Don't be afraid to call me, but one of the things is if you put TeamViewer on your system, I can do some of these problems in seconds. So what I'm going to do now is just turn that one off. That's it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.